Hi there, YouTube Symphony Orchestra members. This is me, MTT, talking to you from San Francisco today. And I want to tell you about one of the coolest pieces we're playing on our concert. It's a piece by John Cage, and it's a collaboration we're going to be doing with a really great soprano called Misha Brugger-Grossman. And Misha has a beautiful voice, but she's going to be using all different kinds of voices in a solo she's going to sing with us, which is called Aria. And it involves singing and speaking and screaming and whispering and improvising all kinds of things. And we're going to be improvising too, backing her up with a piece that John Cage wrote called Renga. And Renga is really a kind of situation that allows a lot of different musicians to improvise together. Well, first of all, it's based on notebooks of the great American poet, philosopher, Henry David Thoreau. And when Thoreau decided to go off to Walden Pond, where he spent his famous winters of solitude, while he was in the country thinking about the meaning of the universe, he was also doing little sketches in his journal of things that he saw. Things he didn't even know quite what they were, but they were curious things that he decided to notate in the margins of his writing. John Cage took these pictures from Thoreau's journals, these little squiggles almost, and he arranged them into a design on pages that look like this. These are all of these different squiggles that Thoreau made. So Cage arranged these in a shape of time organized like a Japanese poetical form. And this form, called Renga, is a form of poems that goes one into the other, partially a haiku and partially a waka. And it has a structure in time, which goes 5, 7, 5, 7, 7. And you will have a special part to play from, and your part will look something like this. And what Cage did here was to cut up all of those little drawings of Thoreau and make them just into little bits of lines and dots and paste them into this grid of time that corresponds to, you guessed it, 5, 7, 5, 7, 7. So you will have here these rectangles. Each of one represents one of my rather slow beats lasting a second or two maybe. And then you'll have a dot or a line or a squiggle or a smudge or something which it's up to you to interpret. And here's how you do it. Time, just like in a musical score, goes from left to right. Here are the sections of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2 sevens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's like a phrase in the piece. Each one of those rectangles probably is about this long. 1, 2, 3. So there's the fortissimo, there's a piano, here's this middle register, here's something lower, something in the middle register here, and maybe here just two very quick. But remember, it's the range of your instrument that counts in terms of high, middle, or low. Then, time going this way, it means that if you have a single point, it's probably a short sound. And if it's something like looking like a line, it's dar, it's a long sound. Now, you'll notice in the score that the squiggles are different colors. And those different colors are Cage's suggestions to you that you can use different techniques in your playing. Like if you were a fiddle player, you could play arco or pizzicato or tremolo or ponticello. You might interpret the different colors meaning that. But you might also decide that the different colors represent really entirely different instruments. In fact, that's what I'm encouraging you to do. Cage suggests that you can play this on any instrument you happen to have. So I think you should use one of the colors as possibilities of sound on your regular instrument, but that you should bring with you a special instrument for this piece, which could be any kind of instrument. Like, for example, it could be something like this. I found this is a bird call. And maybe there was a place where in my piano part I could play, here I have, that's an orange, and maybe the blue part might be, or maybe something like this. Or maybe a toy, or maybe a folk instrument from your country, or maybe a really interesting sound that you happen to have on your cell phone. It could be any sound material at all, providing you think it's beguiling, interesting, beautiful, mysterious, and that you'll find just the right moment in the course of about 5 or 7 minutes or so that we're all improvising together to make it part of the big rainforest landscape of sound that we'll be playing as Misha Brugger-Grossman is improvising her amazing Aria performance.